Okay, so let's talk about trailer/license music. So in this video, I want to give you all the information that you need to know to get started in this branch of the audio industry. So let's get started with your attitude. It is extremely important to understand that there is no fast way into this industry. So for example, it absolutely doesn't make any sense to get in contact with established or successful trailer composers and then ask them for their boss's telephone number. So my absolute favorite would be receiving a message from someone that friended you on Facebook 5 minutes ago, and the message goes like, "Hey my friend, can you get me in contact with 2 Steps from Hell?" I mean, the only thing that happens is that you lose sympathy points towards the composer you just got in contact with. But anyway, how to get into the trailer industry? There are actually 2 ways. The first one is strongly connected to social media and presentation. So to make it short, post music to, let's say, YouTube or Instagram or whatever social network out there. If you don't want to share a full track, just post a few snippets of this. And the most important thing is that you present it well. You can, for example, also write sample library demos for developers to create some attention amongst composers. Another possibility is to do what I also mentioned before, plus, for example, doing a little reaction video of a famous or a well-known trailer track. Just do a reaction of that trailer track, and even better, do a great analysis of why the composer did what they did. By the way, when you release that video on YouTube, the chances are pretty high that you will receive a copyright claim. However, don't worry about this as long as you don't monetize the video. Besides that, you can't monetize the video anyway. Everything should be okay. So rest assured, if you do that well, and you have some music on your channel already available, and you create that attention of said company, they will come over and check out your video and maybe take a look at your tracks too. So this is not made up, it happens. And just to mention something very important at this point, do things because you love doing them, never for the money only, especially in a business that is driven by emotions. I mean, this is what music is, audible emotions. And people will quickly realize if you're just out there for the money. So here are a few other things that you can do when it comes to social networking. You can, for example, get in contact with all kinds of other trailer composers, but also CEOs of trailer companies or publishers. It is absolutely legit to connect with them on Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever social networks are out there. And then you send them one thing only. A small thank you message. Dear, thank you for accepting my friend request. No links, no videos, no tracks, nothing, nada. And if they post something, contribute something valuable to the discussion, and if you don't know what to write, shut up. So the thing is, by regularly sharing the content you're already producing, maybe a new trailer track, a new video you did, a new walkthrough, a sample library demo, it may sooner or later happen that you get contacted. So this could be the CEO of a trailer company or another composer bringing the attention of a CEO towards your music. So as I mentioned in previous videos already, it is always better when you get contacted. The interest in you is way higher then. So in the beginning I mentioned there are 2 ways. So now let's talk about the second way. And by the way, it can't be wrong to go both ways. So here we go. Write lots of great music in the same style, for example, epic dramatic music. So if you got a full album done, let's say like 10 tracks, get into contact with trailer music companies and offer them the full album straight away. If you offer a full album, it makes the process eventually a little bit easier because you got a full product available that can be released right away. Of course, it can happen that there will be track rejections happening, that you have to rewrite some parts of the music, that the trailer house has edits and so on. This is all perfectly normal and this will most likely happen. Also make sure to not contact 10 companies right away from the beginning. So maybe start with 1 at a time, because there is nothing more embarrassing when suddenly 2 or 3 trailer companies have interest in your album and then you have to find some kind of an excuse saying, no, but somebody else is already interested, sorry. So it's better to start with 1 trailer company at a time. So here's the next important thing. Once you submitted your tracks or your full album, give them a few days to reply. However, of course, if they are not getting back to you, it's of course cool to send a friendly reminder. But again, keep it friendly. don't put pressure on these companies. Remember the sympathy points I mentioned in the beginning? You have to keep in mind that the trailer license business is a small family actually. If you burn a bridge at some point, the chances are pretty high that another bridge starts burning somewhere else. Also, don't be sad if you get rejected. The chances are pretty high that you will get rejected a lot. But this doesn't mean that your music is bad. It could simply be several reasons. They got too many offers, they are right in a production of another album, they are on vacation. Don't project it all on yourself. Please keep that in mind because it's very important for the psychological aspect in your process of writing music. If you get rejected, it doesn't mean that the company or the world hates you. It is simply that you are not the center of the universe. So the next thing you have to take care of is to register yourself with a PRO, a performance rights organization. So let's keep this simple for now because this topic can get pretty complicated. The PRO, the performance rights organization, will collect your money, your so-called royalties. So obviously this starts happening once your tracks have been published. And there are several factors on how high your royalties will be. Was your track used on a TV show on prime time? Was your track used for 10 seconds only or full length? How many times did that TV ad run during a full day? Was it featured on national broadcast TV or a Netflix show, for example? This money, these royalties, is your writer's share. So the usual deal is that you keep 100% of your writer's share. So to keep it simple again, basically this means that all the money your PRO is collecting goes to you. However, it is also quite common that there will be like a 50-50 split between the trailer house and you. This can happen, for example, when the trailer company paid a real orchestra session. However, make sure to not negotiate below 50%. But on the other side, it can happen that you get in contact with a company that pays less writer's share. But on the other way around, they have that great deals that you could make double, triple or quadruple the amount of money than with a smaller company offering you 100% writer's share. So you may think this is a little bit unfair when a company offers you, for example, 20 to 40% writer's share. But if this means, for example, $10,000 per quarter of the year, it means $10,000 per quarter of the year versus your tracks eating dust on your hard drive. So again, we want to keep it simple. Besides the writer's share, besides the royalties, there is another form of income, the sync fees. The sync fee is the money you get when your music, for example, has been used in a movie trailer. And without disrupting your dreams too much, but don't expect too much from movie trailer placements. Yes, the money may be decent. Sometimes it can be $1,000, sometimes it can be $5,000 or even more. But please keep one thing in mind. Depending on your situation and in order to make a living from this technically should happen every month or even twice a month. So to make it short, it can easily happen that your music is not being featured in a movie trailer in a period of 3 or 6 months of time. So yes, of course, everyone, including me, enjoys this feeling when there is a new movie trailer out and suddenly you hear your music. This is a great feeling. But personally, I care more about the TV usages because this is on the long run where the money is. So depending on the publisher, it can easily happen that an album is on rotation out there on the market for like 5 to 15 years. Also, one thing is very important and it depends on the country you're in. But if you are outside the US, you want to make sure to sign up for an ITIN. That is basically an American tax ID, because chances are pretty great that you sign up with BMI as a performance rights organization and they are withholding 30% of your money because they keep it for tax reasons. So depending where you're located at, you want to make sure to check with your tax consultant. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. You know the deal. Also, depending on your questions, I will make sure to talk about more stuff when it comes to the trailer industry. So make sure to let me know. I would be also happy if you liked this video, of course, just in case if you liked it. And I would be really happy if you press that little subscription button down below and hit that little bell so you get notified once I upload new videos. So thank you so much for checking out my video. I really appreciate all of you people out there. Take care, stay safe, and see you on my next video.